Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, and it is a Friday, quite late, early evening as I'm doing this in fact, and it's a follow-up reading to a reading that I did yesterday. It's reading number 68 when I was looking at the ultimatum that was allegedly issued. I saw them kind of ultimatum. Harry tempted to go to the coronation, Meghan sitting at home saying, well, what about me, what about us, it's Archie's birthday, and that energy that I read on yesterday, and I used the Urban Tarot for that reading, and I have the Urban Tarot back out on the tarot table today to do this follow-up reading because I got a very interesting card as the outcome of that reading. I got the journalist, and of course there is a rumor that Prince Harry has been offered large sums of money to stay in America and commentate on the coronation rather than actually attending. And it might be a way out for him, a way of sidestepping all of the drama. He hasn't got his apology. He's not going to get his sit-down meeting with Prince William and King Charles. They don't have time. They don't see that they have anything to apologize for. They're certainly not going to fly out to Montecito to meet with him and his wife now. So that has all fallen apart, basically, much like this tarot deck is falling apart and I have cards on the floor I'm going to have to go fetch. There's a lot of energy at the moment, very jumpy energy, very scattered energy, and I'm going to reach under the table and fetch the card. And we have, what a card, the Strengths card is the one that flew off and landed under the tarot table. But I'm going to have a look at this now. I'm going to see, is he enthusiastic about this idea? It means he could stay at home and more on the floor. He can sit in the studio somewhere or some live link and commentate. He can avoid William and Charles. He doesn't look like a hypocrite. He can finish his job there, and then he can attend the birthday party and blow up balloons and supervise the bouncy castle or whatever he's supposed to be doing that Meghan can't manage to do on her own. He can do all of those things, and also he's not endangering himself, because I have just done a reading on the danger that he is potentially in as a result of some claims he made in his book, which have rather annoyed certain organizations, military organizations that are not favorable to the West. I'm choosing my words carefully because of the machine that scans these videos when we upload them nowadays. So 5-card reading with the Urban Tarot. We're going to have a look and see the situation. We're going to see how does this idea appeal to him of actually staying in California and commentating. How much money is involved? How does the wife feel about it? What's her influence here? That's the sort of hidden energy. And the outcome. Will he commentate or will he actually go? So a little 5-card reading just to finish the day off. A 7 of Cups is the underlying energy. Ignore the debauch at the bottom. That's not for today. Definitely not. Maybe I need to get my black pen and scratch that word out. Goodness me. 7 of Cups is about possibilities. It's an option. It's definitely an option. It's something that has been offered to him. It's something that he is quite interested in. Definitely. So it's all rumor, and I did forget my little disclaimer: tarot reading, entertainment purposes, or just my opinion, or speculation. There is, of course, a written disclaimer in the box below. But here it is. Here is the seemingly, according to the cards, there is some truth to this story, to this rumor that Harry has been offered this gig to commentate on the coronation. So getting to the actual reading now, what's the situation? The heart of the matter, we got money. But we got money in reverse, a 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This card came out yesterday as well, also in reverse. 5 of Pentacles, upright, exile, poverty, ruin, illness, being banished, being cut out, shut out, doors slamming. But when the card is in the reverse, you want to make your way home. the prodigal coming home. I said that all yesterday in the reading yesterday, that this one is following up on. And same card, same energy. He actually wants to go, but he's not getting what he has stipulated as a precondition for him getting on a private jet and flying to the UK, according to South Park, the private jet parked outside Kenny's house. Is it Kenny's house? No, it's Kyle's house. So how enthusiastic is he about this offer? Sit in your studio with us. We get the priestess. Not wild about it. Not wild about it. It's the silence card and the secret card. He's mulling over it, I think, with that card, that he's talking to Mummy about it. Mummy, should I go or should I stay behind? It's very dreamy. It's intuition. It's connecting with the divine through whatever means. And here we've got candles, and there is a sort of sense of being a bit out of body, a bit almost unconscious because of, I don't know, whatever. It could be just the whale music or whatever. It could be a little bit stronger than whale music that's taken this woman out of body and she's off somewhere else. I think he's communicating with Mummy. We know he does like to talk to Mummy. He talks to the moon. He's gone to see psychics and people like that. He might even, this is wild speculation, and this really is just my opinion as a tarot reader, he might even be going back to those psychics and saying, I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do. And I had to bite my lip there for a moment, so I didn't laugh. But yeah, this is a mystery to him. About what to do. It really is a mystery. Wants back in at some level, but he's not getting good enough offer. So what does he do? Mummy, help. How much money are they throwing at him? I mean, is this the deciding factor? Boatloads of money. We got the Knight of Swords. Not really. It's telling me almost the Game Master. Okay. But it's the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, I hope it was in reverse. I think it was. I was so busy looking at this lady still. It doesn't really matter. Knight of Swords is about speediness. You've got to decide quickly. And the clock is running for our hero in this reading. It's running in two places. The royals have given him a deadline, allegedly. And all the attendees have to RSVP by a certain time, and it's not long. We need to know who and when and how many, so we can organize the seating. Understandable when you're trying to organize those level of celebrity, very important political people, heads of state, all that stuff, and prodigals that may or may not want to come back for the event. They need to know. So there is a clock running about attending the coronation. There's a clock running, seems to me, as well, with this offer. And again, I would say that you can't just roll in on the day and a sort of chat. You have to prepare. You've got to have all of your research done. And there is research with swords. They're a researchy kind of energy. You've got to have your notes. You've got to have something to say. That banter, that effortless banter that really good continuity hosts are capable of. These hour-long, many hours-long events. Harry, is he capable of doing something like that? So I think there's worry about his ability to actually do the job. We've got no sign of pentacles here. Not here. We've got pentacles over there, but that's a different kind of a question. I think there's concern that he might not be up to it. He might not be able to do the job. Meghan's feelings. Is Meghan saying, yeah, grab the money, do it. I'll do the research. I'll write your script for you, as I always do. I'm joking. Her input in this, if any, what does she think? And we have got the Two of Wands in reverse. Dominion, it's called. I don't agree with most of the keywords in these cards. Sometimes they make me think slightly out of the box, and then I go and get the little book. But most of the time, no. I like the cards, I like the artwork, I like the modern feeling. But the keywords, Two of Wands in reverse is a plan that unravels, a partnership that unravels. Personally, I don't think she cares. We're getting quite a hostile, passive-aggressive, you're betraying our family if you go, you've got to choose between them and us. That kind of thing is this Two of Wands in reverse, is the partnership unraveling, the plans that she had for world domination, well, perhaps dominion, those plans unraveling. Might also just maybe 10%, 5 or 10% of the energy refer to her connections in the American media, Gayle King and people like that. And if perhaps Harry has been offered a gig through one of those people, say for instance CBS, I'm just speculating, I'm just using them as an example, I'm not stating that they are the ones who are coming up with this offer, then for some reason there is a certain falling out with that media organization. So I'm not getting a huge support and endorsement from her. I'm getting more don't care, or it's all over, it's all fallen apart, that kind of energy. So this is a decision that he's got to make on his own with that High Priestess energy. And what's the outcome going to be? Has been going to commentate, or is he going to get on a plane and go to London for the coronation in May? What is he going to do? And we have got 20, the Eon, and it is judgment. It is judgment time for Harry. Second time that today that I have got that as the outcome. And that is quite strange. It is quite strange. I'm just looking in the little book to see if there's something that I need to tell you from the little book. My intuition is telling me get the book. And it says the Eon is about seeing yourself in your life as part of a greater cycle of time. It is about looking at your place in history and trying to see yourself through the eyes of those who came before and those who are yet to come. So it's quite interesting that, we've got Ellis Island here, we've got immigrants. He is an immigrant in America. Well, we've got that kind of energy in this card. It's about where does he belong. A very interesting card. It's a very interesting, I could talk for an hour on that card. Where does he belong? Does he belong in America? Sitting in a studio, or not even in a studio, live link from Mudslide Mansion, or wherever it is that they do their interviews, and that house that they rent, seemingly, that they're used for Netflix, not their own home, a better house, a better furnished house, in their minds, not necessarily in my mind. Where does he belong? Does he belong there, or does he belong in the UK as part of history, as part of this momentous occasion when his father is crowned king? Who gets that kind of opportunity in their lifetime? He knows that when William is crowned, he is persona non grata. William has made that pretty clear. They're done. So Harry will not be at that coronation, not unless a miracle happens. But it's his chance. It's his chance to go back. It's his chance to be part of history instead of commentating on it. He's got a massive decision to make, and he hasn't made it yet. Enormous decision. Judgment is about decisions and being judged for the decision that you make, because whatever he decides to do, he's going to be judged. It's going to be written about. It's going to be in the history books. Don't be like this rude word, insert rude word of your choice in there. Don't be like that. Egypt, as the Irish would say, and throw it all away, so that you can sit in a studio in America and commentate, and you haven't even done your homework and you won't even be able to say sensible things. Go and be part of history. But he's finding guidance. Very interesting energy in this reading. I'm glad I'm not in his shoes. to have to, well, to me, there would be no question of what I had to do. And I'm sure to the vast majority of people, perhaps all people watching, they all know exactly what they would be doing and what the right thing to do is. But Harry, for whatever reason, cannot see the right thing to do. Very, very interesting energy. And thank you to Universe for these cards, because I feel that they were very important cards for us all to look at and to see into the mind of has-been, and go with him through this journey, this decision, deciding process that he's finding incredibly difficult, and no help from the wife, seemingly, according to the cards and in my opinion. Thank you for watching. That is the reading, and I will see you again. Might not be tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow evening, but if I'm not around tomorrow, I will be back on Sunday.